You're watching News Channel 11 at 6.
An abortion law in Tennessee is now being challenged in federal court. Good evening, I'm Josh Smith.
And I'm Sarah Diamond. The 2015 law requires a woman seeking an abortion to wait 48 hours after an in-person consultation before returning to the clinic for the procedure. Jackie DeFusco spoke with a local attorney representing the only abortion clinic in the Tri-Cities about why he thinks this puts an unnecessary burden on a woman's right to choose.
Josh, Sarah, Tennessee is one of 14 states that require women to make 2 trips to a clinic before getting an abortion. I spoke to local lawmakers today who support this law. Outside the only abortion clinic in Northeast Tennessee, freedom! A decades-old debate continues.
I strongly believe in life, and I want people to choose life.
This is the United States. People have the right to make their choices.
Aside from Bristol Regional Women's Center, the next closest clinic in Tennessee is in Knoxville.
If this procedure was readily performed in all OBGYN offices, it really wouldn't be a problem. But when there are so few and far between that a lady can get to, it really does become a problem.
Thomas Jesse is one of the attorneys challenging a 2015 state law in federal court. It requires a woman wait 48 hours to get an abortion after an in-person consultation. He says the travel cost and time puts an undue burden on a woman's right to choose.
I can tell you they have had patients who didn't come back not because they did or didn't want the procedure. When they got there for their counseling session, there was not 48 hours left to do the procedure.
After this law was passed, Planned Parenthoods in Tennessee increased how late they would perform an abortion to just under 20 weeks. In fiscal year 2016 and 17, organizational data shows 116 women were turned away for being too far along in their pregnancy. Data also shows between July 2015 and December 2018, more than 2,300 women went to a counseling appointment and didn't return for an abortion. Representative Micah Van Huss supported the 2015 law. He says it gives women a chance to consider alternatives.
Well, the original intent, if you're somebody that believes that a child is a human being, is to save lives, because they're on their way to kill a human life. We need to give them every option to change their mind.
Senator John Lumberg adds the waiting period improves patient safety.
Take a look at almost any medical procedure, what happens. They will always evaluate you, take a look, schedule it, and come back. This is nothing uncommon. It doesn't put an undue burden on anyone.
Jesse says the trial is expected to last until at least Friday. No matter which way the court decides, though, he expects the decision to be appealed, potentially all the way up to the U.S. Supreme Court. Josh, Sarah.